Welcome back to Corporate Conversations on VBNGtv. I'm Dan Brumer. Fairchild Gold, trading on the TSX Venture Exchange under the symbol FAIR, continues to gain ground in Nevada. Since our last conversation with Executive Chairman Nikolaus Perrault, the company has advanced its flagship Nevada Titan project and announced plans to acquire the Golden Arrow project. Nick, welcome back. Good to see you.
Yes, well, thank you, Dan. It's good to see you as well.
Thank you. So, Nick, would you like to catch us up on that project?
Well, yes. This was going back about three or 4 weeks ago. I believe we announced the acquisition. This has been all over the news of an advanced stage project. This one has a resource already, an established resource on it, and we're quite excited to be able to add some ounces to the balance sheet here once this is all completed and approved by the regulators. So it's a very, I think, attractive move that we were able to make, and it gives us immediately 350,000 ounces measured, indicated, that we're able to see how we can advance towards development, and to take advantage of the elevated gold prices that we are seeing here. So
we're on the upslope.
That's an entire different discussion, because you hear a lot of comments that this may be done and finished. I don't believe that, but this is a project, Dan, that was marginal at $2,000 gold, but we think can print a lot of money at these prices, and we also believe that the resource has incredible upside potential. So it's something that balances our portfolio, and with the earlier project that we have in the same general Walker Lane belt, Nevada Titan's earlier stage, if you will. I personally think that Nevada Titan ultimately has more upside potential geologically, but the Golden Arrow project gives us something that can be moved towards development immediately. So if the company can no longer be only perceived as an exploration company, but I think we can very safely call ourselves exploration and development company.
That's great. So was that the driving force that led Fairchild to acquire Golden Arrow, the other resource?
Yeah. We wanted something that could be moved towards, production in a matter of a few years maximum, as opposed to something that would require a lot of exploration effort. So I think that it balances the timing of this interview is interesting, because we just announced the final acquisition a few minutes ago. So, but we now have, I think, a very well-rounded portfolio.
That's great. So Nevada Titan and Golden Arrow.
It's going to be a different team working on this Golden Arrow project. So it's a different. It's really not. We're not looking at it as an exploration project at the moment.
It's also development. Well, and is that how they complement each other, Nevada Titan and Golden Arrow?
Not really. The same state, different counties. I guess from a logistics point of view, there obviously will be some synergies, economies in terms of field logistics, etc. But there wouldn't be any operational project synergies. They're too far apart. I mean, it's
okay.
They're close by, but so you can run the two projects essentially from Nevada, which is what we are doing. But you're not going to be processing anything in one or the other.
Right. And the infrastructure was very close and accessible to Nevada Titan. How was that to work with Golden Arrow?
Well, it's in an area that's got a lot of mines around it. So I would say that it's got pretty good infrastructure access.
So there's a long history of mining in that area, as we all know. How are you gonna verify and update the data, the historical resource?
Well, that's the process. So just to make sure you understand. So the question. So there is some historical information. There's a technical 43-101 resource estimate that was published in 2018. We're going to be updating that in light of the current or the new gold prices, which are different. That may affect cutoff grade, etc. So we're going to be updating the technical and the resource estimate. That'll be part of the work we do, and we intend to move this project into a PEA stage immediately upon the completion or the approval, I should say, of the transaction and the full completion.
Very good. So the two key zones, Gold Coin and Hidden Hill, what stands out about?
Well, that's where the bulk of the existing resource is. But there's, I think, if you refer to the press release when we announced the transaction, there's over a dozen areas that have been identified for immediate work to expand this resource base. And I think there's about 6 or 7 of those areas that are deemed priority areas. So, but just to be fair, we want to see if this project flies at current gold prices. We believe it does, but let the independent technical experts tell us if our assessment is correct. And once that's done, we'll determine if we need to add more ounces.
Very good. Well, I do want to ask you more about the technical team, but for the exploration work that's planned around the existing resource areas, what can you tell us about that?
Nothing at the moment. Okay. We want to basically take ownership of the data, and there's already targets identified. We want to validate those targets, but I mean, this is not our priority. Our priority right now, we know there's exploration upside. I mean, our gut feeling is that we can substantially increase this resource, but that is not the objective that we have set for ourselves right now. What we want to do is see if this thing can be a mine at current gold prices, and we suspect it can.
So new target zones are being developed, but with permitting already in place, how soon can fieldwork ramp up?
Well, permitting, so there was a permitted plan for exploration. The permitting we're going to be looking for is, it will be a function of the results we get out of the PEA that we're going to work on, and then that'll tell us if we move this thing right into pre-feasibility. So we're not going to be looking at exploration, Dan, until we get a PEA completed on the current resource in the context of current gold prices and silver prices, I should say.
Sure.
There's 5 million ounces of silver.
Sure. So any early indicators from mapping or sampling?
Not really relevant. I mean, we have there's extensive, like I said, there's extensive geophysical work and geochemical work that has been done that has highlighted a multitude of targets for immediate work if we wanted to. We believe we can significantly expand the resource, so we have a lot of that information already. Again, just to be clear, our intention is not to do any exploration in the short term here. It's to conduct a PEA on the project and to see if it can fly, which we suspect it can at current gold prices. Okay,
let's talk leadership. You just expanded Fairchild's technical advisory board, and you brought on Guy Lozier.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yes,
Guy's a mine builder. He's a great guy, very, very thorough. He's one of the most driven engineers that I've ever had the chance to work with. He's a workaholic, and he's kind of guy that the majors send to fix problems. He's worked for a lot of large companies, and he's successfully put mines into production. So I'm not going to go into specifics, but he's worked all around the world, and he's done extensive work in Nevada as well.
Well, I understand he has quite a reputation for excellence in engineering, as you say. And
he's an absolutely great guy. So he's our project leader. He's the technical director of this project, and we're not going to be mixing up the exploration team that's doing work at Nevada Titan on this project. So this is going to be driven by Guy. We're looking at it as as I said, I don't mind repeating. Can this be a mine at current gold prices? We think it can. Let's get the independent reports to convince us either way, and then that'll be what will drive any decision on future exploration. Then we'll bring in the exploration team in.
Sure. Now, his large company experience, that translates well to a nimble explorer like Fairchild?
Well, he's worked with all types of companies. But I think, look, I mean, who knows? I mean, we have a good established base here. The project could, get a lot larger, but it's the same skill sets that apply. It's not a trivial project, but I mean, he likes challenges, and we're looking at what could be a very profitable operation. I've seen, the how small profitable open pit mines can be the nucleus of successful companies. If you look at the origins of Wheat River Minerals, it was a small open pit heap leach operation. They made a bunch of money over 3 years, and that became the catalyst for, the entity through a series of acquisitions that ended up buying Gold Corp. So small can be profitable and beautiful and could lead to other things.
Absolutely, absolutely.
But we are really focused in Nevada. That's one point I'd like to get across.
Well, speaking about that, I see you've announced today you have a new acquisition in the Carlin Trend.
The Carlin Trend, yeah. So I'm gonna say that we're done now. So we completed our Nevada Trinity, so to speak. So it gives us a very nice presence in arguably the most prolific district in Nevada. So the Carlin Trend is where you've got Barrick's Goldstrike, Newmont Barrick Goldstrike complex, and then the location of this particular project, if you look at the map that we've embedded in the press release, is between Midas and Hollister. These are 2 of the 5 highest grading gold mines in the world. And we basically, it's as if we, played Monopoly as a kid and given the opportunity to buy something between Boardwalk and Park Place. So we basically jumped and did it.
That's a great analogy. I mean, that's prime. That's prime. So can you tell us anything about the deal terms?
Very straightforward. 3 cash payments of 150, no work commitments, no earnings, no nothing, and a royalty to the vendor that can be 100% bought back for $4 million pro rata per percentage points. It's 2% royalty that can be 100% bought back. So we own this thing outright after this is complete. There's nothing, this is ours basically as soon as it just wraps up the regulatory process.
That sounds very straightforward.
It's a very straightforward transaction, and just snap this away. And now this will be, we'll look to do some work on this. We need to take ownership of the data. There's already geophysics, extensive geophysics done, and some geochem work done, and we need to develop our own our targets. So it is drill ready in our opinion, but obviously we need to get permitting for this. And I think this is really the analogy of a piece of land like this one is like picking up an oil concession in Saudi Arabia. I mean, this is a really, really well located project in an extremely known belt. I think the Goldstrike that whole complex is one of the biggest in the world in terms of gold production.
Well,
so it's exciting, and I think I'd like to say we're done here. I don't really foresee us doing anything else. We got in less than 18 months, we've assembled I think a crazy attractive portfolio in Nevada.
Well, you call it a Trinity, so that's
it.
Great. So can I ask about the recent non-brokered private placement? It was just over $1 million with.
Yeah, well, that's right. Well, junior company needs to raise capital to advance its business plan, and we're gonna always look at opportunities to take advantage of market conditions, but also to try to get the right people on the cap table. So
well,
I really comment on the nature of the investors, but the company is getting into stronger and stronger hands.
And that really strengthens the exploration budget.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. And now, what does it say about investor confidence and momentum?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I guess we must be doing something right. We're getting good support, validation, and we'll continue to execute. And I don't know. I mean, it's just a game of trying to do the right things. The focus really is. I'm very excited to have the opportunity to have a team working in such a world-class, such a proven and mining-friendly jurisdiction, and the idea of getting mines developed in such a wonderful place is exciting. We don't need to convince anybody of the merits of doing it.
Yeah, it's true. So let's consider technology's role. There's drone-based magnetics, AI assist.
That's interesting. Yeah, we just completed our drone magnetic survey at Nevada Titan. Results have come in. I mean, the data has come in, and we should be putting out some news next week on that.
How does the tech change the exploration decisions you make?
Well, let's look for a news release next week. It confirms. It has given us, I believe, more confidence in the targets that we had already, identified as the most prospective. It certainly has validated that, which is really exciting, and has also given us some additional targets that we were not aware of. But we're not finished on the geophysics. The next step for us will be to conduct an IP surveys, but very, very surgically designed, with benefit of the results we just received from our drone magnetic survey.
Nick, what are some of the key milestones to watch for in the next 6 to 12 months?
Okay, well, that's a great question. Well, we got our hands full now with our Nevada Trinity. We have at Nevada Titan, I can't remember when we got cut off here, but the drone survey being completed, we'll be putting out some initial news on that in the next week or so. But this is confirming, I think it's largely confirming our initial indications from the field work and from some older geophysical work that was done. That we're looking at the right areas, and it's also given us some additional targets that we were not really looking at before. So now we're going to want to focus on the areas that have sort of lit up as a result of the drone mag survey, and we'll be doing some IP work on that before we finalize our drill targeting. So the plan at Nevada Titan is to be drill ready and locked and loaded on targets by the beginning of the second quarter.
Okay. So what's your long-term vision? Where would you like Fairchild to be 2 years from now?
Okay, so now stepping away from Nevada Titan. Well, look, I think at Nevada Titan in particular, if we're able to have confirmed the presence of a tier 1 or tier 2 porphyry system 40 minutes from Las Vegas, we will have done our job there, and hopefully we'll have validation from some strategic players. With respect to in 2 years from now, I'd like to have the team having put Nevada Golden Arrow in or close to production, and or to be looking at it imminent production there, and we've done those where gold prices are going to be at that time. So
it's very exciting.
Yeah, well, one thing that I've learned, from some of my earlier clients when going back to my finance days, is never worry about gold. It always takes care of itself. So
that's the
2 years from now, where we are with near production with project, see where gold prices are, and with the recent acquisition here of the Carlin Queen project, we'd like to be able to have made a discovery. Obviously, with the neighbors we have, it'll be interesting. It won't be too complicated to get people to pay attention if we're able to make a discovery. So
okay,
that is where we're going to look to do some. Once we validated exploration targets, that's where we're going to go hunting for gold targets.
That's great. Well, as I started to say, it's very exciting and very good to hear. Is there anything you'd like to add to our conversation?
No, I mean, I think we've got a well-rounded portfolio now, and they are a different. They're a little bit different and a different, part of the life cycle of a project. And I think we have a well-rounded package now, and I think we can just create a lot of excitement and value for shareholders having completed this little shopping spree.
Very good. Well, Nicholas, always great catching up and hearing how the Fairchild story continues to evolve. Very exciting news. And thank you for taking the time to share these updates.
Thank you, Dan. It's always a pleasure to be with you.
That's Nicholas Perrault, Executive Chairman of Fairchild Gold Corp, with the latest on the Golden Arrow acquisition and ongoing progress at the Nevada Titan project. I'm Dan Brumer, and you've been watching Corporate Conversations on VBNG TV.